Bitch isn't attracted to her. Alexis is into him. Justin, if you cry, Sasha, we got one eye open too. Brother, this ain't your wedding. Why do your friends always do this? Justin, what's your grocery bill? Sasha, what are your flaws? Yeah, just that one. Justin, get from the inside of her legs in front of her mom. Are you a Kappa? Why you ain't date her, Nate? My snack. Low bin. No. I want to see the girl in Sweat. Send it. Morris called you something. Yo, I'm honest. Isn't that what you want? It ain't what you believe in. It's what Lindy needs. Can we talk about the cut yet? This female thing is going to be an issue for them. So I worry about Nate's answer there. Look at that cake. I feel like you could have left that part out. I can't say you're lying. I always get worried about the friends and family coming in. He's sensitive. Y'all didn't have to do that to my good sis over here. And never yucking his yum. Come on, designer. I went to the circus to get these. What up, Mafs fam? And welcome back to another episode of From Rizzo with Love with me, your girl Rizzo. Yes, I have been yelling all this weekend. So yes, my voice is going. I say this weekend, but it's really been this week, these couple of days. So bear with me as we recap Married at First Sight, season 15, episode 3, part 2. If you're saying part 2, what does that even mean? I watched one episode. Then this is your first time here, and welcome. The way we do these recaps is different than other recappers because I don't just talk about the episode, but I watch the episode and give you live reactions from the episode so you can feel like you're here on my non-existent couch because it still hasn't arrived yet. And you're watching the episode with me. So I do this in 2 parts. So if you have not seen part 1, head over there so you can make sure you watch it. Or at the end of this episode, I will give you a question. So I hope you interact in the comments, get to know people here, get to know this community. We're very interactive. So super excited to have you a part of this. But also stick around because there will be a little pop-up that will give you a suggestion, a reference, a recommendation on what you should be watching. And it's more than likely going to be part 1. So take your pick, but make sure you stick around because this is the place that you need to be. You may recognize me from Married at First Sight Kickoff Special, Decision Day Dish, the Kickoff Special from last year, the mid-season specials. Welcome. So glad to have you here, a part of this community. And because I have been out partying like a rock star, we're not gonna have a drunky episode. Did I have a tippy? Is this it? Did I have a tipsy episode last season? No. That's interesting, but this is about to be the aftermath. So it's not gonna be the tipsy one. Also, it's the summer, so who knows what you're gonna get. But this is the aftermath. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get into this. We did see some weddings. I did change my views on a lot of the couples. Alexis and Justin, yes. Sasha and Nate, super yes. They're bumping up to become my favorite. Mitch and damn Kristen, not gonna make it. Miguel and Lindy, not just Miguel and Lindy, the couple. I don't even know what I'm gonna think about that, but Miguel and Lindy, in terms of Miguel, he has become or shown to be a very different person than I originally thought that he was. And I'm really liking that person. Lindy is turning out to be the person that Alexis says she was during the bachelorette party, so we're gonna see how this goes. And I'm super interested. Y'all know my snack. Just plain Morgan, if y'all actually are together, we shall not lust after women's husbands. But as of now, he's not married yet, so I can say that. My snack, low bin. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's get to it. Kristen and Mitch. Early. This episode starts off where Kristen asked Mitch, have you ever been married before? And he said, no. She said, okay. And he said, have you ever been married before? She said, no. Like, that's crazy. Like, she didn't get close to being married a month into it and went on a girls trip or a wedding trip without a husband because they planned for destination. Okay. Cool, hope we get into that. Mitch, I'm not a BS person. I don't lie to people unless it's a cop. See, he has humor, yo, and even that statement right there makes me think Mitch thinks it's a very good job to be brutally honest. And he takes that as like, yo, I'm honest, isn't that what you want? But Mitch, sometimes you gotta like soften the blow a little bit. Don't lie, but like, you gotta think about it. Can we talk about the cut yet? Look at that cake.
It's my fault. It's like
it's an interesting wedding cake. Also, y'all saw that they showed us that some of these cakes, because there's only, what, like 20 people at this wedding? For real? To have Lindy and Miguel have like a 4-tier cake for 40, 20, 50 people doesn't make sense. So y'all know the levels, the styrofoam or whatever they are. Alexis, that's a big piece of cake. Yo, why do your friends always do this? There's always one group of wedding guests that are always so embarrassing. This year is Miguel's friend. All right, time to meet the friends and the groomsmen and bridesmaids. Remember, I tell y'all this every season, and we saw it happen actually. I always get worried about the friends and family coming in because they come in with their preconceived notions of what this person is. And it's not what this person is in a relationship with an opposite sex partner. So I think we have to be very mindful of that, especially when the parents come in. You are giving advice on this child, not on an equal, not a peer, not on someone on your plane, not someone on a romantic relationship. So I think the bride and groom have to take these with a grain of salt, but I don't think they ever do. Now her friend saying Puerto Ricans are good in bed too. I can't. Lindy's sister is really pretty. Also, Lindy has naturally dark hair. Priscilla said you need to put in this work. Don't just talk the talk. Why are Miguel's parents not here? Priscilla was like, we had a bad growing up. I'm not going to get into it. And then gets into it. I don't know how to get out of that. We are either going to trauma bond or grow from this. Not when you ask somebody a question and their answer goes, I think for me, as for me personally, my personal opinions are, like that's Miguel when he's answering the religious question. Sir, we know what that means. Oh, I thought he was going into, you say Jehovah, you say God, Yahweh, Jesus, Buddha. But Miguel went into religion versus no religion. How can I say one is wrong? So that draws the line. Well, little brother, it ain't what you believe in. It's what Lindy needs. If Miguel doesn't believe in a higher power, then Lindy did not put that she needs somebody who believes in a higher power. So brother, this ain't your wedding and this ain't your partner. The stutter. I can say you're lying because when you're replying. Also, shouts to the producers. I did say, can we have a non-black couple who is like the super religious one? And y'all gave it to us. Thank you. Should I use this filter? Now these filters are crazy. Wait, Mitch sat down right away and said, hey, Ronnie, I again feel like you should be like, hi, miss, hi, mom, hi. You calling this one by her first name? That's weird, no? You know what, this should really be the question. Because I've asked this several times. When do you change the name or do you ever change the name of your significant other's parent? Because let's say you're dating as a teenager, you're calling them Mrs. or Mr., I'm assuming. Then in your 20s, do you go to first name? Do you move into mom? Do you still say Mrs. and Miss? How's this work? Because I just feel like calling people's parents by their first name is crazy sometimes. Mitch, I feel like you could have left that part out. You do not have to tell your mother-in-law that you are physically attracted to her as well, okay? Just leave that out. Mitch isn't attracted to her. Mitch is talking to her mom about impact versus money because he thinks this family is super materialistic. And that's the thing that he doesn't like about Kristen. I love that Alexis helped ease Justin's brother's mind. That conversation that you had, as we saw in season 12, with the family and with the friends, I guess as we've seen even in the last season, is very telling and can really determine where the relationship goes. Or wedding, marriage. Justin, if you cry, oh wait, his brother cries too. Y'all just are very, I was gonna say sensitive, but y'all just in touch with your emotions, and I like that. Your mama raised you well. Justin, what's your grocery bill? You have a lot of body to feed. What is your grocery bill? First question, does anyone have children over 6 foot? I would say men because I feel like men eat a lot more, but what does y'all grocery look like for these grown men? And if you have a 6 foot, over 6'3" husband, what is your grocery bill? And what do you do? What is your profession? Because you need one whole job to feed him or them. Also, can you imagine being a mom of a son that you gave birth to and now looking up at this 6'8" mofo? You created that. He's sensitive. Look at Justin's friends. Very different than Alexis's friends. Period. Hard period. Alexis is into him. Wait. Y'all didn't have to have her do the interview drunk with her hair all messed up at the end of the wedding, y'all. Y'all didn't have to do that to my good sis over here. No. Ooh, I love that Justin's friends are not just giving Alexis things about him, but they're saying, yo, as our friend, he may call us on how to deal with you. How do we make sure that we give him the right advice about you? We've never gotten that. I love that. If I block him, he should message me. If he messages me, email me. If he emails me and I don't reply, message in a bottle. Send a pigeon, send a Morse call, do something. Alexis needs to be chased. You know why? Because Alexis she been proposed to 3 times. So getting a man ain't no thing for Alexis, okay? She needs to know you in it. She needs to know you will fight for her, not that you just like her. Because 3 men have really liked her. You need to show her more. I love that. Justin says, so what are the red flags? And they were like, you have to find out on your own. I am not talking crap about my sister to you. You just met her. Define that all on your own. Sisters. in front and the back who didn't talk. Yes. I absolutely live for this. What does this sound like? This is amazing. This is also reminding me I need to go to the dentist. I love this. This is what happened with Jess and Mindy, their season. The two weddings were happening at the same time, just on different floors or maybe in different rooms. And so then the brides got to see each other. They're doing this with Mitch and Miguel. Mitch is like, are you cautious like me? No? Oh, okay. Just shocked that experts pairing you together can work. Crazy. Oh, sadly is why he got delayed this season. See, that's what Miguel said. I believe that this season, I feel like they're all genuine about this. The only one that I was concerned about was Nate, but he has proven very differently. Son, Shorty sleeps with her eyes open. They were like, Stasha, what are your flaws? And she was like, yeah, just that one. That's it. Very important. I would like to know what his boundary is because I may have a very different boundary. Even though I say I don't want that boundary to be crossed, I want to be very clear as to what that boundary is for me. And I want to know what he thinks or what his boundaries are for him. Because we may not be aligned. I just had this conversation with my whole girls this weekend. Wait, I just realized, are we not seeing Miguel and, no, Morgan and Ben's wedding? This female thing is going to be an issue for them. This female friend thing. Sasha took his hand and said, family too, but just know that this is mine. Okay. Wait, they have only known each other for a year? Why do I think this was like a lifelong friendship? Why you ain't date her, Nate? Wait. Jordy said, I can't wait to hike with you. Sasha said, oh, you coming on hikes with me and my husband? Oh, okay, okay. Why not maybe game night? Stop, Sasha. We got one eye open too. Don't worry, sis. We watching. Oh, the garter belt. Now her mother saying put the garter on your ankle. We gotta see how unathletic. Are you a Kappa? Justin, you look ridiculous. Justin, get from inside of her legs in front of her mom. Look at her mom right there. Justin said, I want you to know I'm trying to okay? This is. Justin, don't ever do that move again. Don't ever do that. To the men watching, did you practice your remove the garter dance beforehand? Being respectful. Her brother wanted to catch it. He said, you're gonna look at the picture of Kristen and all her bridesmaids. They're giving a very similar look here. That's what he's worried about. Mitch, I want to see the girl in sweats. Barbara friend, you got gold fronts on the bottom row? Come on. Starfish. I believe that. Nate be bringing stuff, people, costumes, things, you could tell, and never yucking his yum. Not Justin saying, you know, she's gorgeous, it's a physical connection, but it's more important to her if there's a mental connection. Justin said, I'm with the shit, sis. Like, what you want to do? Oh, that's why he's so backed up. He's been celibate for a long time. Not the friend. You'll know on the first time if it's true or not. I heard that. Not are you scared about how endowed he may possibly be. This is why Justin said he's been looked at like a piece of meat. Come on, designer. Let's make that clear. Not them trying to describe this man's junk. It's always so crazy because the friends are always telling you to consummate it and then the bride is always like, no. We always want our friends to do things that we would never do. Just so we can sit back and be like, very interesting. Y'all know I live for what the things are when they're gonna exit. What are you throwing? Are there gonna be lights, streamers, little firework joint? I love it. These are lightsabers.
I took a huge risk. I married a
Mitch didn't carry her over the threshold because you know he's not with all this. We got pom-poms, okay. Stasha and Nate actually look pretty good together. They still look alike. Nate carried her, okay. Little light circus balloons, okay. This is probably the best day of my life. Okay, and then we got these little, what are those? I went to the circus to get these, or y'all went to Party City to get all of these? Okay, I have no idea why this part didn't save, but I did see that little sexy scene with Alexis and Justin. Unfortunately, I saw the previews, so I know that they didn't smash yet because she was talking about him being abstinent, but I'm just blown away. One, I'm blown away by this little skinny man, but two, I'm just blown away at them actually liking each other. Like, who would have thunk it? All right, guys, that was it for part 2 of From Rizzo with Love as we recap Married at First Sight, season 15, episode 3. Did it really help me figure out anything new? My predictions are still the same. Now I'm a little worried about Lindy and Miguel. I think we kind of thought that before. Mitch and Kristen still worried. Stasha and Nate, yes. Alexis and Justin, still yes. I guess now maybe I'm like, thinking about Miguel and Lindy. Miguel, I don't know if Lindy a person. Damn. All right, but what's the question for the day? The question for this week's episode is, How do you show your partner that you're upset without saying you are upset? All right, guys, make sure you engage in these comments. I know I asked a couple of questions. Make sure you engage in the comments. Let me know what your answers are, how you feel about this episode, how you feel about the couples thus far. Still super excited to learn more about these couples, but I'll see you next week for season 15's episode 4, part 1 with me, your girl Rizzo of From Rizzo with Love. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button so you will know when the next episode premieres. And I will see you here next week. All right, guys, bye. And always remember that everything that I've said has been from Rizzo with love. Bye, guys.